Hello, hello. We are live once more with the Hellbreaker Sequence. We are here to break some hell and sequence
What?
some things. I don't know.
No, we're here to break some hell
And yeah,
in a
yeah,
sequential fashion.
sure,
Does make me sound more intelligent
sure.
if I say sequential.
We're here with Connor, Josh, and Carly. Jared is out for the count, and obviously David is still on hiatus. But
He's
we are
MIA.
he is MIA. Um, we are gonna go ahead and do some stuff on the world of what did I name this planet? I just remembered
No
that.
idea.
Bastamen.
All right.
Bastamen. That's what I named it. Yeah, the planet of Bastamen. We're gonna continue doing some fun things on the planet of Bastamen in this apocalyptic wasteland. And right before we jumped on, we were talking briefly about what we kind of want to do this session, and Connor had a pretty clear idea of what he wants to do with his character, based on what had happened last session, which was Josh and Jared and I had talked about the possibility of Boston Men. Yep, there you go. um, Jared and Josh and I had talked about the possibility. Josh just typed that out in chat in roll 20. But the idea that we had because of what happened with the Paradise Lost and the breeding ground that we had going on with the Tannerin, and then Mortuo, the body carrier of Cassius Hostilius.
I forgot who Mortio was. Oh
Yeah.
It's a very fitting
MVP.
name.
Yeah. We had talked about because they had found two bodies of heralds. We talked about the idea of Iseret's soul, which departed her body recently because it was inhabited very fully by demons. And Friends.
It got evicted.
Yeah. And Friend's soul would go into these herald bodies. So, I mean, let's talk about that. I mean, if we want that to be the case, are we zooming in right when that happens, or are we doing a time skip and then just kind of saying where those two of them have ended up now in relation to everybody else?
Say it again.
Basically, my question is, do we want to zoom in in media res, like this just happened, right? And the only problem with that is Cassius isn't here, right? Jared isn't here to play Cassius. Or are we going to time skip and figure out what Friend and Iseret are doing after they've situated themselves to their herald bodies? Because I would definitely suggest just going in media res, except for the fact that we don't have Jared.
Well, I mean, what would Cassius then do? I mean, would he then be a part of it? Obviously, he would be if Jared was here. But what would Cassius actually do in this situation? I mean, does he have a reason to not be a part of this, or could you just roleplay for him, in a more neutral, passive way?
I could, but I feel like Jared is a proactive enough role player that he would have particular ideas of how to deal with this. So my suggestion, right, if we did a time skip, was that the whole soul ensouling thing happened in such a way that it didn't happen immediately, it didn't happen right in front of them, and we just kind of time skip ahead to the point where the Friend and Iseret have gone away and done their own thing, right? Mortio and Cassius wake up in the morning and the bodies are gone, that sort of thing, right? As opposed to them interacting with you guys right away. Just because I feel like if Jared was here, both Cassius and Mortuo would have very clear things that they'd want to do to interact with you two, and that would be a whole thing. But we just don't have the ability to play that out to the way it should be. So
yeah, well, what if Mortio is either told by Cassius or just decides on his own that okay, I need to jump off this after I did it. But what if and then you guys can kind of decide who you want to play and make character sheets and stuff along the line. But what if Mortuo decides to go after the bodies? Because he's like, I grabbed these bodies. I brought these bodies in. Like this is my job. The bodies just got up and walked away. Like that ain't right. I gotta do something about that. And or Cassius is like, hey, I mean, your job is to bring bodies, and I want to know where those bodies went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty easy way to have Josh still be able to play Mortuo and have it be like an interesting, like, go find the bodies that quite literally got up and walked away.
You down with that, Josh?
I carry bodies. If bodies can carry themselves, then I am out of a job. I must find these bodies and make sure that they are carried and not carrying themselves.
What's fun about that is that means you're gonna try to probably kill them. Because you have to carry the body. You have to carry bodies, not people.
I think you can keep talking. I don't think my group has started yet, so I'll let you know.
Oh, okay. All right. At some point, Mickey's just going to change it over, but I'm still here for now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, are we down with that, though?
Yeah, no, I think that sounds great.
Knife. Gotta sharpen my knife, make sure these bodies can't carry themselves.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I honestly think then, Connor, you need to remake Iseret too.
Oh yeah.
Right.
She needs to be a new character sheet.
She needs to be whatever the heralds.
Right.
Isn't there like?
Well, I mean, there's several playbooks that she could be to be a herald.
Oh, that's right.
I honestly would just maybe say let's just make quick characters for them. For
the
both
brains in D&D mode at the moment.
You're good. Just because like we can very easily have both of you guys, Carly and you, right, take inheritance moves from the heralds to be like, you're heralds, but then just be quick characters otherwise.
Well, but I want to keep this character sheet for a while, probably.
Well, yeah, but you can do that with a quick character too. The only reason I'm suggesting that is because, I mean, Iseret as a main character still exists in the setting.
Right.
And it just makes more sense, I think, to have this be like a temporary version of her as a quick character.
Well, I was honestly thinking that Iseret's probably not going to get her original body back, and this is probably going to be her new form. I mean, she quite literally.
Thematically, I think I would rather see just for me. I would rather see Iseret eventually reclaim her body.
Okay.
Right, because I think we've talked about the fact that in this setting, because we're basing off of real world theology and cosmology and stuff, right? Heralds and Tannerin don't have bodies because they're souls. They're just spiritual beings, and so they can take form in various different ways. Humans are meant to have their own body, right? And so I feel like Iseret being separated from her body for a long time is going to be bad for her. So like this is going to be a thing where she needs to get it back, right?
Yeah, it's like Pillars of Eternity.
What?
It's kind of like Pillars of Eternity.
I haven't played it, so.
No, that's your problem.
I know. I need to play it at some point. But okay, yeah, let's do that. Carly, are you cool with playing Friend?
What actually happened with Friend recently? Because I remember nothing.
Yeah, so the last we heard of Friend, he had just been with Iseret when she swallowed the demon legion and became a dark goddess.
So basically, Friend was like a super nice Tannerin and a super baby Tannerin. He's a super innocent Tannerin. And then his he got lost within the swarm of other Tannerin. And so he became
one of the legion.
He became So but he was still his own identity and wanted to escape. And so then he had this opportunity to follow Iseret out.
What happened with Iseret last time, Carly, was there was this whole big thing going down at Paradise Lost where she was gathering the power of the Tannerin to become more powerful, and basically what ended up happening is Iseret's soul found a crack and just tried to escape at that point because Iseret has been suppressed and oppressed by these demons inside of her, right? and so Easteret's soul like tried to escape, and so Friend came with her basically, and they both ended up in these herald bodies.
So and basically all we have in terms of character for Friend so far has been that he like makes made emotions in order to communicate to Easteret, and he was just like
Right, as sense, right?
innocent.
As sense,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was sense. Yeah. Sorry.
Except now with a herald body, he would have the ability to talk. Like he would be a.
I don't like that. I don't want to have to talk.
I mean,
I'd rather describe sense.
couldn't herald bodies be equipped with
I mean,
chemical synthesis
yeah.
devices so Friend could continue to
I guess
communicate
that's
in
true.
sense?
I think he could, yeah.
Well,
Would
he
be-
also doesn't understand like language yet, right?
Yeah,
I mean, what?
Yeah,
honestly,
that's what I was
that
thinking,
makes sense.
like-
That makes total sense. Yeah. And maybe he
So,
could
yeah,
learn
there
to
you go,
talk,
Charlie.
but like,
Yeah, I think he will be able to learn to talk.
Well, the question
He's
is,
still a baby Tannerin, so.
Yeah, I mean, he's had like time to like quote unquote grow physically, but okay, Mika needs to think now, but he hasn't had time to mature because he's just been lost in Legion. So
right.
Yeah.
all right, I'll be back. I mean, I should be on in like
We're 8 minutes from home.
10 minutes.
Sounds good.
I'll be on in like 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
Bye.
The GPS is still on, by the way.
Okay. I'm just quickly kind of switching overlay stuff around. Aha, perfect. I do have an overlay for this. Cool. Awesome. Alrighty. So, Mortuo is already made. So let's make Friend, shall we? As a quick character. Ba-ba-bum.
you added more quick characters in the middle. I was like, where did
Yeah, there's a whole bunch there, yeah.
the filled in quick character page go? Oh, now I'm trying to remember what all backstory I attached to this guy, because like,
Not a whole lot. It was basically just we know that he worked for Iskander before he worked for Cassius.
right?
as
No,
a
I had like a
commentary.
whole 5-minute backstory that I had thrown
Oh,
together.
you did,
for
you
why
did.
This guy is the way that he is.
You were, I think you were a.
Was father a
Were you a
coroner or
Hellbreaker?
something?
I feel like you were
Yeah.
a Hellbreaker, and
He's
then
a Hellbreaker. His
you-
father was a coroner or something.
Yes, and then you got really fascinated with the Perihelions, and started working for them. But you know, you got fascinated with the fact that they like turn into weird like ghost things when they die. But then when you met Iskander, you were like, oh, this is it. Like this is a guy who doesn't die. Like this is amazing.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, cool. So
I was made into what I am the day my dad brought his work home with him.
that's terrifying. Okay, so Friend. Carly, what do you want your stats to be for Friend? You have a +1, 0, 0, -1 for the 4 stats. And I think you guys are going to be heralds in terms of like family. So you guys get, you can replace any harm slot other than dead with bathed in blinding light, and then you get access to an inheritance move. So no stat bonus. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Just straight stats based on these. The +1, 0, 0, -1.
I'd probably say +1. Trying to think of whether a demon would be better at force or sway.
I feel like not being able to talk probably doesn't make you good at sway.
Well, that's true. Yeah. So +1 to force.
Okay.
Probably -1 to sway.
Okay.
And then.
And +0 to everything else.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. What role are you? From those 4 there. I feel like you probably are just both outsiders.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Because your role in this is your role in the family. And as, you know, people with herald bodies but not herald souls, you are definitely outsiders in this family.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you have strange abilities. Pick a stat. You can take 1 harm to roll it with advantage. You don't have to be, I mean, you just do force if you wanted to.
What did you say? Sorry.
I said you can pick 1 stat, or you do when you for the outsider move. You pick a stat. You can take 1 harm to roll it with advantage.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, force. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Joffrey the Giant in chat says the wild-eyed guy in the middle has impressive eyebrows, and yes, very true. Josh does have impressive eyebrows. He is without a cam today, so he threw up a picture. He doesn't have very many pictures to choose from, so found one from Facebook. Yeah, so force is the one you're choosing. Sounds good. All right. And then I guess let's go to looks. This is for the herald body that you've inhabited. Is it a masculine, feminine, concealed, or ambiguous body? I don't think we've ever. I think we've
determined that
friend
heralds
is a he.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, we're specifically talking about the physical form right now, right?
We are, yes. I was just saying, like, technically we did decide that friend is male. Yeah, so just for simplicity, we'll say he ended up in a masculine herald. There you go. Does this herald body have a trusting, scowling, angular, or worried face?
Angular.
So pretty standard herald face. Rebellious, squinting, calculating, or wise eyes? I don't
Probably rebellious.
They don't have much in the way of eyes, but
yeah,
what their face markings are.
Yeah.
Muscular, bony, heavy-set, or graceful body?
Probably muscular.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think these bodies were the 2 bodies that were the warriors that were guarding Paradise Lost. I think that's what they were. So that makes sense. Okay, cool. So what do you want your inherited move for your quick character to be? The options you get from the heralds is the gardener, the one you're familiar with, right? The Mark II harm thing. And you make a Vern Garden. The Sage, when you encounter an unholy a holy or unholy manifestation, tell the group a fact about it and get 1 data. The Martyr, when you head into hostile ground, say 1 blessing your family has that gives you lasting advantage and 1 stat there. The Preceptor, when you spend an hour lecturing about holiness to an audience, 1 audience member will be revealed as an individual of great potential. Or the Champion, when you hurl yourself into conflict, upheaval, or disaster, roll + force. On a hit, you find a manifested sign of holiness. On a 10+, it's not beset by unholy forces.
That one.
Yeah, I figured. Sounds good. Gotta figure out a way to copy this over without. Being able to read it. Let's see. Here we go. Friend. And I will go ahead and write in your move. What's going on? That was weird. The champion. Carly is a champ, Joffrey. It's true. Carly is a champ. The champion. So I'm definitely interested as to why exactly you have this move. Is it just like the what is it? Is it just the latent heraldness of this body?
Probably.
So like whoever friend is has been influenced by the body and has kind of slightly changed him.
Probably, because I would think that if there is once a spiritual being there, something would be residual from that.
Yep. Agreed. Okie dokie. There you go. The champion. Cool stuff. Oh, that's why I copied it to the wrong. Oh, wait a second. Did I just delete all of that? Dang, that's not good. Oh, crapola.
Oh no, did we lose all of the old quick characters?
I may have accidentally deleted everything on all of the character sheets somehow. Okay, there you go. I fixed it. It's back.
Good. I
That
panicked
was-
for a minute.
Yeah, no, seriously. I like looked at the... I was just like, oh, where did all of it go? But I fixed it. We're good. Thank goodness for the undo button. Cool. Okay, so we have friend there. Here we go. Yeah, Marchuo is up here on the right.
Am I still injured?
Yes, because this is not too long afterwards. You are just drained and winded, so it didn't actually affect you that much. You need like specific. Well, actually, let me double check the moves here.
Just that much closer to needing to carry myself.
Yeah, you need professional care. Oh, wait a second. No, shake it off. When you take cover or put space between you and a threat, heal any minor harm box. Okay, you can wait. When you have a few hours apiece, heal all minor harm boxes. Okay, you're good then. Yep, you've had a few hours apiece since then. So these go away. There you go.
No respite, just back to the grind.
Yep. No sweet release of death for you. Okay, let's talk about gear for a second. What do you get? I guess, do you get the Herald gear?
Probably.
Let's see, what was it this time? It was... Oh, we didn't copy it over yet. They now have a Scepter of Judgment. Which is ranged and brutal. That's kind of cool.
The banhammer can hit you no matter where you are.
Apparently. Ceremonial armor. Regal and mantle. And you are summoned to by threats to that which is holy. Yeah, that's true. We decided that the summoning thing is actually a physiological
Yeah.
fact about their bodies. So you get the tug. You guys get the oh man, that's so interesting.
Would friend feel the tug internally all the time?
Oh my goodness.
Like
Maybe
just the
maybe
need
he's-
to constantly be exactly where he is.
Yeah, because friend is a Tannerin.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And honestly, a Tannerin being in the body of a herald is absolutely a threat to that which is holy. So
Yeah.
we'll probably have
Oh, a lot of heralds will show up and be like, "Wait,
yeah, there's going to be
Excuse
some
me?
heralds that show up at some point
Yeah.
during this. Joffrey in chat did the like command to add quote, "You get the tug." Yeah, that's a good. I need to add that as a Twitch thing to do. I don't feel like I have that set up to work.
Is it Moobot?
Yeah, it's a thing you can do with that. Set up quotes to add. That's pretty cool. Cool. Well, I guess we're technically just waiting for Connor to make his then. Mortuo, are you just gonna keep the thing you added to your armored clothes to like when you gear up, sort of a thing?
Powered?
Yeah, where you?
Yeah.
I assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably worth keeping.
Yeah.
I'm still part of the was it Hellbreakers that I got that from, or did I get that from
Well, you just got it from the Last Watch's surpluses.
Oh, it was Last
When you-
Watch. Okay.
Yeah, when you zoom in, you get like certain benefits based on the
Right.
surpluses.
I couldn't remember which faction I got that from.
In terms of narrative
Totally
stuff.
was brain. Yeah, I was brain
yeah.
spacing. I have been for sake of stream, I have been out of it past couple of days, been
Yeah.
very sick. So
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
not be at my usual middling performance
Oh, come on. You're more than middling.
when I'm actually paying attention.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that I'm not expecting greatness this time, but usually I do expect greatness from you, and I'm not disappointed.
Oh.
So.
Oh dear.
No, it's a compliment. That's what I'm saying.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. What do we have actually for surpluses here? Did that even change from last time? I don't even remember. You have 4. So, yeah, Mortuo, you've added that tag, and then you have 3 other things you could do.
As a quick character, I mean, I guess I do get that, don't I?
Yes, yeah, you get 3 things, and the surpluses that they have are safety, prestige, justice, and morale. But if you wanted to, you honestly could just get like 3 points of data if you didn't care too much.
It's just, because if I could do 3 points of data, then they go back to the
That's true. They go to Jared.
Last Watch.
Yeah.
And the last thing I want to do is give Jared free resources.
That's the last. Never mind. It's just nothing.
Yeah, you're hilarious, Connor.
Yes.
Absolutely hilarious.
Thank you.
I'm watching carefully to make sure I don't do the last thing that I would want to do.
Exactly. That you did. You did exactly what I could have done, but did not have the courage to do, Josh.
That's okay. I've gone through about half of this Coke already. Coca-Cola.
Yeah, please specify that you're not doing drugs.
I'm caffeinated.
Doing illegal drugs on
yeah, I'm
stream.
not. Yeah, I'm caffeinated, but not. Yeah, no.
Nice save.
But yeah, I mean, so
Yeah.
in terms of tool up, you can get you can add another tag to a piece of gear. You can add one to a quality. No, actually, honestly, the only 2 things that are relevant for you is add a tag or get data.
Can I add I want to spend these kind of frivolously.
Okay.
Can I add the tag carrion eater to my robot messenger bird?
Okay,
Or maybe scavenger?
I don't. Well, so it's a. I don't even know what it is. It's like a. It's not armory, outfit, or vehicle. So, sure. You know what?
I want to
not?
spend the points because they have to be spent mechanically.
Actually,
Or can I just forego spending the points because
you do have to pick. Yeah, that's what it's. Oh no, you may equip them.
Oh,
And
all right.
yeah, it frames everything with the word may. So you're probably fine if you just want the power to not worry about the rest of it.
All right. Well, my robot messenger bird still looks like a turkey vulture.
It does indeed look like a turkey vulture. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't need anything else.
Sounds good.
If I were to take anything else, then
it would help Jared.
It would help Jared.
Exactly. Carly, do you want to add any tags or get any data or anything like that to friend?
Do it. Do it.
What kind of stuff can I add?
Let's see. So you have. Oh, you only have one surplus, so you can only choose one benefit. But it can be for your particular situation. Basically, it means add a tag or get a point of data.
What kind of tag?
Yeah. So it's in. There's a handout there that's called gear.
Oh.
And all the tags are in there for your weapon and your armor. So, right, armory is the weapon, and outfit is your armor, which is confusing, but you know.
Definitely is confusing.
But it means armory in like the place where you store weapons sense. So right now your weapon has ranged and brutal, and your armor has regal and mantle.
Would regal and camo necessarily cancel each other out?
No, you could just turn it on and off, sort of a thing, right? Yeah. Oh, I see. No, I see that it's one of the first three.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, probably it would have to change.
Okay.
From regal to camo, but you could do that, and it would make sense because you're a warrior model. So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Need to check. Did I kill my microphone? No.
I can hear you there. Yeah.
Okay. I clicked on a thing and wanted to make sure it didn't accidentally break my microphone.
Do you want to do that then, Carly?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it is camo instead. Wait, what does the tag mantle do? High-tech defenses provide 1 armor to you and anyone within arm's reach when activated. That's cool. So you can activate like some sort of force field or whatever. Okay, Connor, you ready to make Easter at V3?
Yes and no. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Whew. I was spooked there. Well, I pulled you up on my phone because my computer, I had taken the TV into our bedroom, and I tried bringing the TV back into the living room to hook up to the computer, and it just wasn't working. And I think I just put it into the wrong input. So I spooked myself a little bit there. Ooh. All right, we're good. I was like, what did I do to the graphics card? Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay, so this character is going to function as a herald for the purposes of like being part of a family.
Okay.
But then, yeah, I guess you can choose your stats. +1, 0, 0, -1 to go in force, lore, steal, and sway. Carly for friend chose +1 force, +0 lore, +0 steal, and -1 sway.
Okay, give me a second. No, my TV just feels so much brighter all of a sudden. All right.
Are you gonna switch over your computer?
No, I think I'm just gonna stay on the phone as long as the microphone's okay.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. But you also have like a fancy microphone that I kind of gave you for this purpose.
All right, fine. Well, I like these headphones better, and these headphones are just nice. I'll switch it over.
Cool. We are trying to run a professional-ish stream here.
All right, fine. Jeez, way to make me feel bad.
Oh, hang on. Let me break out my proper microphone. And green screen and whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Did I tell you, Josh, that I'm gonna be soundproofing my room here? I really only need to like cancel out echo, so I ordered $50 worth of egg carton.
Yeah, I did. I saw a tweet about egg cartons today.
So I'm gonna tape egg cartons all across my wall.
Hashtag just streamer things.
Exactly. Well, but also I learned after I ordered this, and I'm trying to cancel that order right now, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I learned that there's a website that sells acoustic foam for like basically the price of egg carton material. It's super cheap, and apparently it's good. Like this person I was talking to on Twitter is like, yeah, this is like good acoustic foam, and it's very cheap. And I was like, well, that not only echo dampens, but also sound dampens in general. I would rather have that, but I might just have to go with the egg cartons because it's weird, and the website like won't let you return them, and it was in the final parts of processing the order, and it was like being weird on me. So,
do you have to go to like some kind of, I don't know, farm supplier in order to get $50 worth of egg cartons? And do you have to go through like some sort of bespoke ordering process where you talk to a lady on the phone who's very confused why you only want $50 in egg cartons?
I went to a website called eggcartons.com, Josh. and I found...
Sounds about right.
And it was like...
Caleb, the camera on our living room was a mess. I know, honey.
30 eggs worth, right? So it's just the bottom of the egg carton, and it can fit 30 eggs. And I got like 110 of those.
Well, now if you ever need 3,000 eggs, you'll have a place to store them.
Yep, be like 330, but yeah. I can store them on my wall. Not very well, but you can use more tape. It'll be fine.
We didn't kill anybody.
We're storing. We're sticking to it.
If you think you see a body in a blanket back there, there's nothing in it.
Does it need to be carried?
Yes, it needs to be carried to the nearest lake.
Yep.
Hey, Josh, you're in medicine.
On my way over.
All right, I'm ready.
Cool. Alrighty then. We'll see. Yeah, what do you want for stats? You have a +1, a 0, a 0, and a -1.
Hey, will you ping me? Thank you.
We also decided that it would probably make the most sense for both of your roles to be outsider.
Okay.
Just makes sense with the
strange
way
abilities.
that and so you can also choose a stat to get advantage with when you take 1 harm.
Well, honestly, I was thinking more of a leader because Iseret is weird, right? But I think
the only reason I'm saying that is because technically you're in the body of heralds, right? So for the purposes of like your role in the heralds, it's outsider.
Oh,
that was my thought. Because all of these role moves depend on your role within a faction, and you wouldn't be
part of the Hellbreaker or the heralds.
Yeah, you wouldn't be seen as anything else but a herald, right? So it's not like you could just walk back into the recollection and people would just be like, "Oh yeah, come on, join us." At least right now.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that. I was trying to take my sweatshirt off, and it like I don't know how, but the cord apparently went through my sweater, and I took my sweater off, and I was like, I didn't put on my headphones like this. What happened? I was so. It looks like I'm trying to hang myself. What is going on? All right.
I was just
What
saying,
did you say?
because these are based on like the family that you're part of, and right now you at least are visually in just kind of like in a body part of the heralds. I think it just makes sense to be outsider, because it's not like you can just walk into the recollection and be like, "Hey guys, I'm actually Iseret. Like, let me be a leader." Like, that's not how that's gonna work.
I guess I just don't want to do that ability. Like, I don't want this Iseret to have strange abilities. I want this because I don't think her strange abilities match with her soul. Her strange abilities match with her body, right? They're connected to her body. I don't think you can even have strange abilities through.
Oh, I see what you. Yeah, because her strange abilities always had to do with the Tannerin. You're right. Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's another point.
I mean, I would be fine with doing rebel or agent, maybe. Probably agent more than anything. Because that's just like you have expertise in something, and that's easy to just finagle as well.
Say a narrow field you're an expert in. Okay. I mean, I'm going to do something in terms of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this form of Isra is just like an awesome like metal body. You know what I mean? So I want her to be like more combat focused this time around. So I don't really know how meta you can get with, say, a narrow field you're an expert in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I did like sword fighting.
Yeah. Connor, do you remember what Mortuos is? It's literally transporting dead things is his narrow field of expertise.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't realize that he was an agent, and that was that. Okay, that's really funny. Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
It's not funny. It's my life, and my life calling. I deserve to be taken seriously.
This might be the favorite role playing Josh has ever done with the character. with this character right here, I absolutely adore this.
Mortua is pretty fun. Yeah. So do you want it to be sword fighting? Why would Isra be good at sword fighting?
Because she's in a metal body.
Oh, you're just saying. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
You're saying the herald was good at sword fighting.
Sure. Yep. Sure.
So I guess it would be muscle memory. Okay, explain to me exactly what I am.
Don't have muscles. But...
I mean, you were literally a warrior model herald that was guarding Paradise Lost for entry. You were literally the angel with the flaming sword in front of. Actually, that's true. You don't have a scepter of judgment, Carly. You have a flaming sword.
Oh.
Because I literally described them as having flaming swords.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Epic.
Yeah. And I love it when you die, reveal your mission's final step if the party does, if the mission succeeds. That'd be perfect for us trying to overthrow Vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's perfect. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. So the flaming sword is melee and aberrant, right? So it's melee and then it's aberrant because it does fire damage instead of regular damage. And we also, Connor, we talked about the fact that the herald's ability to be summoned by threats to that which is holy is actually physiological. Like, it's part of their DNA. It's part of their body. So you inhabiting this body, you will feel the tug that all heralds feel towards like things that are like threats to that which is holy to like right them.
Oh, well, let's go kill Vision.
I mean, totally.
I'm so down for this idea.
Yeah, we also talked about the fact that friend is a Tannerin, and a Tannerin inhabiting a herald's body is definitely a threat to that which is holy. So friend himself is going to constantly feel the tug towards himself to stop himself from doing this.
Stop himself from doing what exactly?
From being in this body.
Oh, from living. Okay. Well, that's problematic.
Yeah.
So now we gotta wonder, does Iseret feel a tug toward friend?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is gonna drive them apart. I loved you, Anakin. You were my brother.
I hate you. Thomas is just turned on today. He just turned on the battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan at the end of episode 3, just randomly. He's like, I just want to watch this part. It's the best part of all Star Wars movies.
Spoiler warning, Gil. Goodness gracious.
I think the statute of limitations has passed on the 2005 film.
Caleb, it's only been
Star
15
Wars,
years.
Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Has it really been 15 years?
It's been 15 years, yeah.
My word.
We old.
Yep.
So sword fighting is what you're choosing?
I think so. I mean, I have a flaming sword. I don't see why I wouldn't do that.
I think it makes sense. Yeah. Cool.
Baby, aren't you proud of me? I have a flaming sword. Oh, baby, I'm so proud of you. Good job. Thanks, honey. See, my wife is so supportive of me.
Cool. And then the other thing. Oh, did you choose your stats?
Oh no! What were the options again?
You have a +1, a 0, a 0, and a -1.
Oh, really?
Force, lore, steal, and sway.
Oh, that's so sad. I want to min-max so hard.
Heralds also don't get a family bonus.
Oh,
They
goodness.
do get the ability to change any one of their harm boxes with bathed in blinding light instead.
Oh yeah, okay, that's pretty good. All right, yeah, I mean, I think I'll keep it like that. I mean, sway at -1, I feel like is
Okay.
well. I mean, now that I think about it, I probably do -1 in lore, don't I? I mean,
Probably.
I'm probably going to try to convince the entirety of a civilization to overthrow Vision and be on my side, right? I think at least 0 in sway is probably the way to go.
Yeah. Keep in mind that Iseret. Okay, so Iseret's original stats were -2 force, +2 lore, +0 steal, and +2 sway.
+2 lore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't make sense to have -1 in sway, but
I mean, it doesn't really make sense to have -1 in lore either.
no, it doesn't.
See, yeah, I don't know. And this is just the stats for heralds in general.
This is just you as Iseret, whose soul is Iseret and body is this herald.
Plant.
Okay.
No.
So she knocked over a lamp onto her plant.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I think. What did you ask?
This is no. You were saying like, what are these stats actually meaning? And it's Iseret's soul in a herald's body. Whatever the stats are for that.
Well, in that case, it's going to be +2 force, +2 lore,
no.
+0 steal, and +2 sway.
No.
I mean, if we're going to be honest, that's how it would be.
With these actual choices.
Right. And I'm going to say -1 in lore.
Okay.
And +0 in sway. I feel like she just has so much more of a commanding like presence to her now.
Mm-hmm.
With her being in a herald's body like this, and her being older and more mature Iseret.
Yeah.
And maybe her mind isn't so strong because of the years she spent like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Though -1 in steel for that reason would be just as similarly represented, but I don't know between lore and steel like what those skills do.
Sense. Yeah.
The -1.
Well, so steel is for like wilderness survival stuff and quick acting stuff like that.
So yeah, so it being in this body, it would make sense that that's not a -1.
Yeah,
all right, I'm done with this.
Okay, and then you get an inherited move. You get an inheritance move from the heralds. So here are your options.
Can I read them along with you or no?
Sure. Yeah, I'll just pop everybody over to that page.
That just helps me.
Yeah, they're right over here. So the gardener, when you shed blood, even the harshest ruin will become verdant and full of life. Mark 2 harm and tell us how holiness manifests in this new garden.
Oh yeah, okay.
The sage, when you encounter an unholy or holy manifestation, tell the group a fact about it and get 1 data. The martyr, when you head into hostile grounds, say 1 blessing your family has that gives you lasting advantage on 1 stat there. The preceptor, when you spend an hour lecturing about holiness to an audience, 1 audience member will be revealed as an individual of great potential, or the champion, and this is what Carly chose for friend. When you hurl yourself into conflict, upheaval, or disaster, roll plus force. On a hit, you find a manifested sign of holiness. On a 10+, it's not beset by unholy forces.
I don't even understand what that means.
It's up to us. This is a game very ambiguous in its terminology, so that we can kind of make it be whatever we want it to be.
I mean, I don't know. The gardener is tempting.
Yeah.
The preceptor is also tempting, but much less so.
Gardener's what I had with Harhel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, yeah.
That's how that whole abomination out in the desert that Iseret went to go find.
Yep.
Right.
That's how that got sealed away, was Harahel's gardener ability.
Exactly. And we talked with Jared, and Jared's ultimate plan now is to get that as an inheritance move as well, and go like be that person who bleeds to seal away the world's cracks.
What exactly is I'm sorry. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. For the martyr, when you head into hostile grounds, what exactly is hostile grounds to found dice? It's
like
capitalized.
it's an actual like mechanical thing, and it's just like a place that gives you disadvantage on everything. It's like a place like a wasteland or a lava field or whatever else. It's just grounds where like things are hard to do.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to come into contact with that.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, I feel like the gardener would make the most sense for Iseret to go in and overthrow Vision and then be like, this is the new recollection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
Okay. Cool stuff. I will add that to your sheet. The gardener. And then the last thing, just go ahead and tell us a little bit, based on these looks options over here, what the herald body you ended up in looks like.
Did you ask me a question?
Yes.
Sorry.
You're good. What I just pinged here, the looks, also choose that for the herald body that you're in.
It'd be really funny if I was masculine, but I'm going to go with feminine just because it'd be awkward and unnecessary.
It would be weird.
That's what I did with friend.
Yeah, friend chose masculine, so.
Yeah. Friend's a guy? No, just kidding.
We need this.
Okay, so I don't know, probably trusting face.
Sure.
And then wise eyes for sure.
Okay.
And I'm thinking graceful body.
Yeah. Yep. That's how I was thinking.
It doesn't matter what the name is, because
Oh yeah,
I'm Easter. It
you
doesn't
are
matter
Easter
doesn't matter what the old Harold's name was. Every time I want to say Harold's, I want to say Harahel. Like as if that is the like race. Yeah.
So I assume both of you want to change your second to last harm box with bathed in blinding light, the -1 to every stat.
Yeah.
That seems obvious to me.
That'll be helpful. So let me do that. Cool. All right. So let's go to zoom in here a little bit. Oh, Connor, you get to choose.
Yes.
One surplus benefit. So a tag, you can add a tag to a piece of gear for this mission, or get scouts reports worth 1 data. That's basically the only two that really make sense.
Boy, I want to add something to the flaming sword.
Yeah.
What's the list for? Oh, is it just under gear?
It's in gear. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Duh.
You could do far, area, aberrant, brutal, hidden, silent, non-lethal, elegant, many, or unreliable.
It'd be hilarious if I chose many. Three sword style.
I mean, it's basically, it would be like you have 3 swords on you, and if you lose one, you can just take another one out.
No. 3 sword
so
style,
loud.
Caleb. Yeah. Silent would be interesting, but it doesn't make any sense.
No,
it's a flaming sword. Hidden. That's what I want to add. Hidden. People won't see this weapon as a danger.
I mean, it could literally just be you can summon it at will, sort of a thing, right?
That would be incredible, but no. I'm gonna do area.
Okay. Sure.
Area sword. It's a flaming sword. You just swing it around your head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shard
Carly,
blade style.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Carly, I'm gonna give you area on that too, because technically, I think this is just the stuff that you would have for being these heralds. Like they would have the same stuff, so it makes sense that you would have camo and area and all that stuff, right? So, awesome, cool. So, what else we have for zoom in here, right? We say what the characters present are there to do. Okay, I guess the question is, what are Friend and Easter gonna do right now in the immediate? Like they're in the wasteland right now.
It's not how nurses.
Connor,
Sorry.
you're good.
Did you hear what Mickey said when I turned on my mic?
No.
Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, what'd you say?
I said, what are you actually doing right now? Like you guys left, right? You guys awoke and left. What's your immediate goal? Because you guys are like in the wasteland right now. Just to show you the map, you guys are literally like right here where Paradise Lost was. So at the very least, to get back to that, this is like a wasteland.
I know. I discovered that last session, I think.
Right? Yeah. The homeland. To get back to the homeland, you're gonna have to make a survival like wasteland like navigation roll of some sort. But other than that, I'm just curious like what your immediate like plan is.
Hold up. Where's Vision?
Right there.
Oh yeah. Okay, thank you. I think that's what we'll do. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't think of anything else that we would do on the way.
You're literally just gonna go straight to the Vision.
I mean, yeah. I want to free my people. Do you think we should do some sort of like?
I mean,
boost up mission, like power up mission.
So, that's what I'm thinking. Simply because, I think if you did that, you would just fail. Like I think Easter knows that. Like even in Herald bodies, it's not gonna work. Like he has a bunch of minions that are surrounding him. You're just 2 heralds. If the heralds could have killed Vision like this, they would have already done so, right?
But I'm Iseret, Caleb. I'm Iseret. I have +1 force and -1 lore. The other stats are neutral at 0. I got this.
So you're a jarhead?
Yes.
But the other, right, the thing here is also that, like, we have Josh's character in the new Harmony, right? Calcrates. Like, he's on, like, this really long-term mission to try to, like, sway the Vision to his side. I don't want to just immediately cut that short by giving you the ability to just, like, storm in there and kill him. It doesn't make any sense anyway, but just to, in terms of, like, narrative and stuff, this definitely needs to be a more long-term thing, because I feel like the Vision is, like, the central piece of this arc, and his fate is going to be, like, the end of the arc.
And then the next age kind of a thing?
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
His death will be, like, the end of the age, whatever that means.
Iseret's basically just back in control now after being possessed and then displaced by a legion of demons.
For 5 years.
Is this character going to just automatically be like, yes, I'm back
Suicide
on my
mission.
Yes, I'm back on my train tracks, sort of, back on my train tracks mission to defeat this demon king that I might not have even necessarily seen?
That's fair.
Because was Iseret even in her right mind
enough was she
to see? Like,
I think we decided that she was in probably the same way that the demons were, right?
Okay.
Even though none of the demons were, like, completely in control.
But they were still aware of what was going on.
Yeah. I don't think you were asleep.
A chop shop for the failed olds of the gods of the old. What?
Failed gods of old. Yeah, that's the grave, like the elephant graveyard of the heralds. That's where a bunch of herald bodies are.
Let's go.
What do you want to do there?
I'm not kidding, dude.
What do you want to do?
We're gonna find some high tech herald equipment, and then we're gonna repair and put souls into these herald bodies, and we're gonna raise up a herald army.
What souls are you putting in there?
How did I get in this body? That in Iseret's mind, that's the most logical thing to do.
I mean, so your first step is going to be figuring out how to replicate that.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't necessarily be going to the chop shop. It would be finding out how in the heck.
I mean, don't they need to necessarily go to the chop shop to know it's there? Like, Iseret's not looking at this world map going, gee, what would be a cool place to visit? Like, Iseret's out in the wasteland.
Unless, like, she's heard stories about it or something.
Sure.
You know what I think is true? I think because of what we decided about this body, about the way the herald's bodies work, the brain is there, and you have access to all of this herald's memories.
Oh, no. Iseret now knows the secrets of the universe.
Yes.
And so does Fred.
Yes, I'm
so does Fred.
You know all about God and souls and everything that the heralds know, or at least a normal
everything
like,
that
warrior
that one
herald,
right,
would know. So you definitely know where the chop shop is at the very least. But.
Oh, actually, guys, I changed my mind. We're gonna go to the hot baths.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? A beach episode?
Vacation. Yeah, beach episode, Josh. Exactly.
Things are so scuffed anyway. We might as well do a beach episode.
That's right.
The filler. I have a filler episode or two.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. How do you power up in this universe?
You could go to the secret arcane library. You could go to.
Oh wait, hold up. Where's that one?
That's actually technically in Nadir, or right outside of Nadir. So it would kind of be dangerous because the recollection is in charge there.
Right.
But you could do that. You could go to an extensive library of fractal architecture.
Yeah. What does that mean?
I don't think we ever decided that.
How long has that been there?
It's been there since the
I
beginning.
think you put it there,
Yeah,
Josh.
I think
You know, I
Josh.
did put it there, didn't I? Well, I know a certain somebody who would love to visit that at some point.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess Josh, is the person to ask about this. Is this a library of architecture, or is it this a library that happens to have fractal architecture? Like it's a library made of fractal architecture.
My brain is. I have nerd sniped myself with what fractal architecture would even get to be. Oh, gee. Oh, no.
Like the idea would be is this a library for architects, or is this just a library that has cool architecture?
I mean, when you're an architect and you're making things for architects, why would it not be both?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a point.
I think that this is a that's what okay. It's like I'm hearing my voice really quietly in the background. What's going on? Because I have the stream open and I went to moderator view for a moment and then back to regular view
Right.
and it unmuted itself in the toggle. Yeah, I think it's definitely a repository of designs and architecture patterns.
Yeah, so not as helpful to what you need, Connor.
But
Yeah.
the whole thing is like definitely fractally designed, and with some architects tour de force, showing off all their skills, and it's okay. The Callicrates has seen better. He's built better, but for someone from the ancient times, it's okay. They tried.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The other thing would be the Crypt of 1,000 Years. It's a place of discordant power right now, but it certainly has. It's like a museum, remember? So it might have an artifact or a book or something there.
where is this?
Right at the top.
Oh.
This is the place where Episkiadzos went several times. Yeah. Went with his son several times.
That's where Riva turned.
Yep. Where Episkiadzos' son ended up becoming the Encyclopedia Tapestry.
Yeah. The Aris.
Yeah, that thing. Encyclopedia Tapestry.
Yeah, so I mean that's definitely a place that I think the Herald knew could be useful for this. You could maybe go to the Endless Echo.
No, I think
And if you still did want a beach episode, you could go to the Hot Baths.
no, we're gonna go to the Crypt of 1,000 Years.
Sounds good.
I think that's the best place, and it is currently a place of discordant power as well.
It is, yes.
And what exactly is a place of discordant power?
As in like the Discordia, or like the dark music.
It's a place of power attuned to the dark magic.
It would be a dangerous place for you guys to go, but it might hold your secrets.
Anathema to your bodies. Friend might feel comfortable there.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Maybe. Yeah.
Many things to answer about that still.
Yeah, I know the Crypt of 1,000 Years. That was actually, I think, didn't you put that there, Connor?
The Crypt of 1,000 Years?
I feel like that was your.
I know that I put on the Endless Echo and a pleasure dome for transcendental drugs, the remixing of dreams.
We
I think I also. Oh, go ahead.
The Crypt of 1,000 Years is something like a sealed vault holding relics of the past, but we gave it a name in like the first session.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like find the original. A vault built to preserve art for eternity. That's what it was.
Oh okay. Yeah, I did that then.
Yep.
I probably just wasn't there when we named it that.
No, you were. That was the first episode.
Oh,
Second episode.
Well, I got nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's do this then. We're gonna zoom in, right? Mortuo is on your guys' trail, and
You have walked off with the bodies that I was carrying.
exactly.
I need the bodies back.
Where is Cassius's like place?
Azimuth.
Where's his what?
It's Azimuth now.
Oh, so he literally traveled across the world.
I mean, he has a helicopter.
Oh, that helps. I
Yup.
forgot.
Had a helicopter. We
That's
kind
true.
of made
It
a
did
mess
get
of it.
destroyed, but he can probably just like phone another one.
Phone another one.
Yeah. He's kind of like the god emperor of the world right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Would it be considered a
wrong.
wonder if I was to build a magical device powerful enough to kill Cassius? Because-
Maybe.
It feels like another age-ending goal right there is to kill the character that made himself space
Immortal.
Jesus.
Yeah.
yeah.
How,
They-
Jared?
You must be stoned for
How
your
do we let him
blasphemy.
do this every time?
I don't know. I mean, he kind of went.
Yeah, ask the game master.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault. So one thing I think you could do, Josh, just if you were actually interested in this, remember there's a wonder in Endgame called the Tartarus site. You could literally seal away, like you could build the thing that is made to seal away Titans and seal away Cassius in it instead. That's technically what you could do.
Yeah.
Like his eternal prison. You could make that basically.
So I could make an eternal prison for Cassius. Or I could capture the Demon King from the top of the dome and put him in my own temple for him.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
that's the
not
thing, right?
both?
Your temple is, yeah, it's true. Your temple is your work of art, but you could also, after the fact, like you could try to improve it even more and make it into a wonder for sure, if you wanted to. That could definitely be a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Right? There could be an ancient tomb underneath the temple grounds that could be the Tartarus site, right?
I get chills every time I think about the flavor text for the Tartarus site
I know, it's so cool.
and the IRL studies and stuff it was based on.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
time is weird.
Yeah, it is.
10,000 years is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
Cool. So yeah, Mortuo, you are, you're tracking them down. I feel like there needs to be maybe 2 roles here. I know at the very least that Iseret and Friend will have to make a roll to navigate the wasteland and get to the Crypt of 1,000 Years. But I imagine as well, you'll probably have to make a roll to track them down. I guess, Mortuo, what do you want to try to accomplish? Are you trying to like quickly catch up with them and like intercept them in the wasteland? Or is this like a patient tracking them down until they get to where they're going?
I think maybe Mortuo was like urgently trying to chase down them until he got it. I caught sight of them
Sure.
or something, and then kind of they seem to be moving with a purpose and with
And
intelligence.
realized that they were heralds with flaming
It's
swords.
Also that they're heralds with flaming swords, and they're not just dead bodies shambling off to do whatever it is that dead bodies
Mortuo.
ought never be able to do.
You had the option to gear up here. Did you want to take a weapon?
Um,
Because you didn't last time.
So like I frivolously didn't last time because the whole point was for Mortuo just to kind of exist and me to be able to throw in one-liners now and again.
Uh-huh.
Now that we're making Mortuo slightly more than a one-liners based character, I should probably take a weapon.
Yeah, probably. So you were
Does that
perihelion. originally, but it looks like you took gear from because you got an inheritance move from the perihelions, but it looks like you geared up as if you were a Last Watch member.
Because I'm a Last Watch member.
You are, yeah. You
so
got
I
an
got the
inheritance move.
Yeah.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah. That's
the way
how
Last
it
Watch
works.
works.
That's how it works. Yeah. So
that mean I get
you can get a terraforming gun. Yeah.
Mortuo just grabs a terraforming gun out of the locker in the back of the downed helicopter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't wait for me, Cassius. But if you die, I will be there to carry your body.
Yep, exactly.
He marches off into the wasteland. Probably finds some substance on the ground to smear on his face. War paint.
Right, yeah. Did you want to take all of the tags? I mean, you have the option. Do you want to take all the tags that Jared took on his terraforming gun? Far, area, aberrant, and brutal?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
oh, yeah.
Cassius
this isn't a terraforming gun so much as a terraforming RPG.
Exactly, yeah. Awesome, cool.
Like, that's how it terraforms, man. Blow holes in the terrain.
Yeah. All right, let's do this then. Connor or Carly, depends on who has. I don't know if either of you have a good steel. You have 0 in steel, yeah.
Nope.
Go ahead and
that's insulting.
One of you make a wilderness survival roll or whatever it is. Let's see, what is that move? Wasteland survival. Yeah, you're trying to navigate through.
We
the
both have
wasteland.
+0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both have the same.
Yeah, we're gonna die out here.
I mean, you should be me playing a character who wasn't designed for anything other than carrying bodies. I'm probably gonna die out here too.
What a fun end that would be. Y'all just die in the desert.
Poetic justice.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll to just 2d6, I guess.
I did.
Oh, you already
7.
did. 7, okay. So on a hit, pick 1. The GM will give you further details. This is in character moves, Wasteland Survival. You can lose something along the way. A member of your group is hurt or sick, or an obstacle or threat is blocking your way back.
All right, Carly, what do you think?
Sorry, what am I looking at?
You lose something. You get to choose one of these 3 options for Wasteland Survival, like a bad thing that happens. You lose something along the way. A member of your group is hurt or sick, or an obstacle or threat is blocking your way back.
I don't know.
One possible option, if you wanted to do lose something along the way, we could say something like the heralds are getting overheated, like their bodies are getting overheated because the desert is so pounding, and you maybe just have to like discard your armor.
No.
Also, carrying a flaming sword in that situation wouldn't help.
Absolutely not. I kind of want to pick an optical or threat as blocking your way back.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay, I mean, what would that be? It can't just be Mortuo, because we already knew that.
I want to stab something with a sword. Give me something to fight, Caleb. Yeah.
Great dragon.
Yeah, great dragon. Did you guys see the first episode of Mandalorian season 2?
No. I haven't even seen the rest of season 1 yet.
Oh, you got it. It's good. Yeah, first
I
episode
like
of season 2 is good.
I like the first episode, but
It's definitely worth watching.
I don't have the kind of attention where I can watch TV shows. For some reason, I don't watch TV shows very well. And it's only gotten worse lately, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Obstacle or threat blocking your way back. I don't know. Does Cassius just like send some more Last Watch people to like back Mortuo up? You guys have like a blockade, or is this like a Tannerin is chasing you? Because that would be like the normal thing, right?
We always do desert monster is chasing,
Exactly.
and then either blow it up or kind of shrug at it. So I think maybe Mortuo should call for help when he sees that there are a couple of folks with flaming swords.
Yeah, sure.
marching
That makes
through
sense
the
to me.
desert, wearing the dead bodies he was supposed to be carrying.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense for the roll there. So let's do that. Cool. So you have, I guess, a set of followers then. Mortuo is what you get. So they're probably one quality, and they are good at shooting things.
All right, I can work with that.
Cool. Let's see. There definitely needs to be a move then that you roll, Josh, to like track them. I'm just trying to think. It would probably just be Wasteland Survival for you too, just to
So
see
we get
how
through
well
the
you do it.
wasteland.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah, it's either that or just maybe like, I don't know, forge a path, but that's not quite really what it is either.
yeah, no,
So,
wasteland
oh my goodness,
survival is the
Caleb.
most reasonable one.
Yeah.
Caleb,
What?
a mimetic virus that spreads insanity and devotion.
Yeah. That ended up being
That's what's
prophetic.
happening with Vision.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's what's honestly fun about the tags on the map is a lot of times it just ends up like it's there and we don't really do anything with it until we realize that it's been there the whole time. And we're like, oh, I know what it is, like sort of thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, roll steal.
So since I cannot see the character sheet, what is my steal?
Oh, did I not drag everybody back? Oh no, I didn't. It's
No,
a
we're
0.
on the map.
Yeah, it's a 0.
Still
so-
0. Okay.
Yeah.
2d6. Boom.
There you go, 10. So you get to let's see. Yeah, you have to choose one of those 3 options as well, but you can also pick one of the good things, which is, you discover a hidden treasure in the wasteland worth a lot if you can secure it. You discover a secret path you can use to take this route without triggering this move, or you discover a secret. Details on a threat, signs of other people is the origin of the fall. Yeah, one from each of those categories.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny if it'd be like, an obstacle or threat is blocking my way back, and then we just say like, oh no, yeah, desert monster's chasing you.
I mean,
We do know there are giant crabs in this.
I could say lose something along the way and just lose my group of followers.
Yes, but that would also just negate their choice for their role, which was the obstacle or threat blocking their way back.
That's true.
I feel like this is more like Mortuo is the one doing the wasteland survival, and then when he gets there and realizes where they are and what they're doing, then he calls for backup, and then there's an airlift of people.
Sure. These are all awkward because like the one feels like I could just ignore it. And then because it's a quick character, I could just kind of shrug it off and never have to deal with it.
Yeah.
You lose something along the way. I mean, I could just lose my robotic turkey vulture.
Yeah, sure.
I sent him out to go search for the walking bodies, and he landed on the sands and got destroyed by a giant crab.
There you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's cheap enough.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be too bad to lose, but it's also one less resource I have for later, I suppose.
And then yeah, what's the good thing that happens?
We keep coming back to this crypt, so I almost think that a hidden path would be useful, except that it's Mortuo. And I'm not sure that him having a hidden path would help anybody but maybe Jared.
And also, technically, this would only work for someone like getting from the wasteland to this, not because it's in the homeland. Technically, anyone can just get there without rolling this move.
So if we wanted to get back out to the wasteland,
and then like it wouldn't honestly be a very helpful option to choose because this is like a kind of particular situation.
All right, you discover a hidden treasure in the wasteland worth a lot if you can secure it.
Yeah, I mean, so what is that? Like, is this just like something that the Last Watch can like take advantage of later? Like here, let me look at. I know they have some needs right now. Oh, they have a need for crops. What if there's like some sort of like ancient overgrown farm out here?
Or
orchard or something.
Some kind of broken down. Oh, maybe it's
Hydroponics
some
facility?
broken down tech that used to be what made the garden verdant.
The terraforming stuff. Yeah.
And then because the garden's all twisted because the machine was broken.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then with the Tannerin energy, both of those things just combine to make it like this weird twisted thing. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. So it's basically like a giant like terraforming machine that like made like a giant orchard probably when they were using this to effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And like grew super crops.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, well, let's mark that on the map, and then the Last Watch knows about that, so we could have them try to get it. Technically, also we could have Mortuo try to track it down in this session if we have time, but
I don't know that I necessarily want to go after it.
Yeah.
This session personally.
You'd also just be helping Jared's faction.
Yep, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I don't really want to give Jared any more to play with than he's already got because, he doesn't need the help.
He really does.
But also, I would rather this be more of an Yseret friend session than a Mortuo doing useful things session.
Let's see. Terraforming machine able to make super crops. Boom. There we go. It's out there in the wasteland. All right, cool. So you arrive at the Crypt of 1,000 Years. Yseret and friend, you were standing as heralds in front of the Crypt of 1,000 Years. Its gate blackened and broken, twisted off its hinges. And so I guess just a quick, like, we just established, right, that because you're in these herald bodies, you know and you know everything the heralds do. And I think that's definitely coloring your perceptions of the world. It's coloring your personality a bit too, right? So you're this weird mix because of the thing we've always established in this setting and this game, right? That the body and the soul are integral. They're integrally linked, and if a soul happens to be in a body that's not theirs, they almost become a different person because a person is their body and their soul, right? So this is like a very interesting kind of combination of things happening here. So friend and Yseret.
How anti-Gnostic of you.
I know. Yeah, right. So friend and Yseret aren't really them. They're kind of half them and half a herald. So play them accordingly. And then friend, you're probably very distracted all the time because of the fact that you are a Tannerin in a herald's body. So that's also something to keep in mind. Yeah, cool. So you're standing in front of the crypt. What do you do?
So I assume we've already like reconnected and been like, it's so good to see you again. I'm so glad we're free. Like, cried. Yseret probably cried on friend's shoulder. Like,
aww.
I'm so happy that we're like free
Can
again.
heralds
And
cry?
Oh, that's a good question. They don't really have eyes.
Yeah.
So
There probably wouldn't be any need for them to cry. How do they show sadness?
clapping.
That's a good question. I'm thinking maybe like a very dull glow. Like the cracks in their armor start like glowing or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure, yeah. Here, I'm also going to post in chat for you, Carly. These are the scents that we know so far that friend produces and what they mean.
Ooh, yay.
And then feel free to make up other ones. And we establish we're not going to tell Connor what they mean if he doesn't already know.
Right.
You just say you smell this.
Yeah. So you probably smell baking bread.
Yay!
Cool. Yeah. What do? You stand in front of the crypt. You can feel the waves of discordia just like lapping over you, like you're standing at the edge of a very, very dark and evil lake.
Well, friend, here we go. I'm not sure about you, but places like this and, well, just feels more evil somehow. I don't know, I feel more... I'm not afraid of it. I feel stronger somehow. It's weird. What do you think, friend? Yeah, that's how I feel too.
I was trying to like think of a scent that would mean a particular thing, and I was like, I have no idea what that would be. So, like, I was trying to think of something that would mean like indifference, but I was like, I don't know what scent that would be because I feel like scents usually are not
indifferent
in any way.
Maybe just like the smell of like
hand soap.
yeah.
Like
Do they
the
have
bar,
hand soap?
that scent of bar hand soap.
Yeah, where it's just so neutral.
Yeah,
It's very like it's
like a
definitely
neutral,
a smell
clean
of
scent.
something, but it's
Neutral,
just
clean scent.
neutral.
Yeah. So you smell the neutral, clean scent.
That's a new one.
The smell of sterility.
Yeah.
Hospital hallway.
Yeah, hospital hallway. There you
Well,
go.
that one I think has a sense of maybe foreboding attached to
a
it.
little bit actually.
Like it's the sort of
Neutral, clean smell.
All right, whatever. Just feeling spent a long time smelling this thing. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Easter just like we just feel like a solid like 20-second scene. No, it's not that.
what movie is that with a really uncomfortable moment of someone just sniffing somebody else?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
No
about,
idea.
but I don't remember.
I was about to make a political joke, and I'm not going to. All right, let's move on here. Okay.
I don't think that was a movie.
All right, so place of discord and power. Let's jump in and. I mean, legitimately, let's jump in.
Okay. I think immediately you are attacked by tendrils of blackness. Like literally just immediately you walk in the threshold of the thing and it's just like the place goes berserk on you. And just literally like black tentacles of night just wrapping around you trying to crush you.
And cue our Halloween themed episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's spooky time. Let's see. I think you probably have to make a diffuse. I guess, how are you responding? Just narratively.
In terror and running. How else would I respond? Happily? I'm so confused.
I mean, you also have a sword.
Oh. Yeah, I'll attack it with my area attack sword.
Okay, you're basically just gonna like straight up just attack back.
Go back to the shadow, flame of Udun. Sorry.
Okay, so you have a couple of options here. You can either, I mean that's pretty much what's happening. You can either just do that right away, right, and just take one harm automatically just because it's attacking you. You're surprised, you just get hit mildly right away, or you can make a roll. You can diffuse. To just dodge the initial burst of attacks, and then you can roll your own fiercely assault.
I'll do that.
Okay. Friend, what are you doing? You try to dodge or just like kind of take the hit and then just go dive in.
Probably just take the hit.
Okay. Yeah, so friend as this muscular herald just kind of like brute force like just takes it like as the things just are wrapping around him, and he just like readies himself to like for action and just like grabs the flaming sword and then just like but it looks like Easteret's gonna try to dodge out of the way.
Yeah, I'm rolling just force, right?
I think to like avoid it, you're gonna have to roll steal, I think.
That's also just makes sense because it's black scary tendrils. But
Exactly, yeah.
hey,
Okay, 8. So on a 7 and 9, you bought some time, but choose one. There's a cost to securing safety. The danger will soon return, or the danger is still present but threatening someone or something else. And this most of these will just mean like it will be harder to do the fiercely assault, right? Like there's a cost to securing safety would just be you're gonna roll your fiercely assault with disadvantage.
I feel like coming back soon, I think, makes more sense.
The danger will soon return.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. I think that what that's going to mean is no matter what you roll, I'm going to choose an extra option on the GM list for Fiercely Assault.
What? Dang it. So I'll basically just get hurt anyway.
Yeah, I mean...
That doesn't make any sense.
It just means you can do the force roll without having been hurt already.
All right, fine, Kib.
You can only take harm once in a Fiercely Assault, so you could have had more harm already.
Okay, fair.
So yeah, I mean, both of you go ahead and roll force to do your Fiercely Assault. You guys are, I just assuming, are like attacking a different side of the hallway, right? Like the tendrils that are attacking you. So if you want to, friend, you can you can burn some harm to get advantage.
Hold up, ignore that roll. Let me look at my character sheet. Because I think I take fleeting advantage or whatever with the, what's it called?
Yeah, you have to roll 3d6 with sword fighting, yeah.
Okay. And then drop the lowest.
Roll another d6, yep.
Alright, that's fair.
So you'll just drop that one. There you go. So it's
10.
10. Yep. Yeah, Carly, did you want to burn a harm to get advantage?
Nah.
Okay. So just roll plus your force. So just 2d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Oof, that's not good.
Ouch.
Okay, so that's a 4. That's a failure. So I think you don't. I think I'm just gonna choose. I'm just gonna choose 2 options from the GM list here. So you obviously don't hurt, capture, or drive off your enemies, and then 2 things are gonna happen to you. So Connor, 2 things are also gonna happen to you, but you get to choose 2 from the character list. Both of you are gonna take harm as appropriate. And the situation is, for both of you, the situation is destabilized and chaos will follow. And I think the appropriate harm in this situation is 3 harm. But you guys have armor.
Dang.
And your outfit, so specifically, your outfit is like a mantle, so you activate it, and it's like a force field or whatever. I assume you would have activated it before. before the battle, because that's just smart.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Talking to both of you, right? You would have
Probably,
activated
yeah.
your high-tech defenses. So I think that means that both of you get 2 armor though, because you're both within arm's reach of each other, right? So your defenses help each other. So you only take 1 harm box. So you're both drained. And so yeah, what things are you gonna choose from that list, Connor? And fiercely assault the character list.
I think I'm gonna go. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're here to get stuff, so I think I'm gonna go scavenge a device, and you find out some new info gate 1 data. I don't think I'm even gonna inflict terrifying harm.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so you inflict your normal harm, right? So you manage to beat off the tendrils that are attacking you. Friend doesn't though. Friend doesn't happen to beat up, so he's still being attacked by them. And the situation is destabilized, and chaos will follow. So at this point, like the tendrils are still there, and you basically have you can just flee the place or run into the place at this point. If you want to get away from these things, like you're gonna have to run in some direction. What do you do?
I mean, I think we're gonna go farther in.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I think what's going to happen, friend, you're going to have to roll a diffuse to escape the tendrils as they're still like lashing out at you as you run with Isret, to not be harmed anymore, since you didn't really beat them back. So this would be probably diffused with steel.
Okay, so just a 2d6 since I have 0.
Yeah. Oh no, a 3. Okay, so this is not friend's day. Yeah, you're gonna take harm again. But you get past, but you take harm as it attacks you again. So you're gonna mark another harm box basically, because your armor still helps you. You still have it activated, and Isret is still within arm's reach, so her armor helps you too. But you're drained and winded, so you've had to just dodge so many times and out of narrowly escaping the tendrils attacking you. And now you are definitely breaching the limits of this body. You guys are also probably unfamiliar with these bodies, right? You probably definitely have some body dysphoria going on because this is not your body, and it's weird. And there's an aspect of it it feels normal to you because you know, the body's memories and stuff have been given to you, but there's still the weirdness of like the soul does not belong here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're drained and winded, but you managed to run deeper into the place. Mortuo and company. You see this initial battle at the entrance. What do you do? Are you like just gonna like hole up and wait outside for them, or? I mean, you want the bodies, obviously.
Honestly, I think I want to try to forge a path in. So I see that there's some kind of danger blocking my way from going in after them, and I want to try to use forge a path to push through it.
Sorry, I was chewing. Yeah, I think that's probably a good move to use there, especially because you have terraforming weapons.
Yes.
Right. When you find a way across precarious or dangerous terrain, I think tendrils of darkness can count as dangerous terrain. Yeah, roll plus force.
A little bit sad that I made my body carrying character to have a -1 force, but
Oh no.
here we are.
You good at sway. Oh no. Maybe you can just convince them to give you their bodies back.
I just sway along with the tendrils as I move through
Yeah,
the
there you go.
danger zone. Can my associates help me with their shooting things?
Yes. I believe they give you a +1. Yeah.
Okay, so that lands me in a square 2d6 plus 0.
Because they're adding their quality to your roll.
Yep, and I'm not transporting dead things, so I don't get a fleeting advantage. But that's a 7. I'll take it. Yeah, we take those.
Yeah, so 7 to 9, you pick 2 of the bad options here.
All right. These aren't necessarily bad options, they're just options.
Well, they're bad options.
No,
it's like
you're right, they are bad options.
On a hit, you make the trip, right? But then you either pick 2 or 1 based on how well you rolled.
Okay, so I take a lot longer than I expected, and the route I took is lost.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. So it's a fierce battle at the entrance, right? And then by the time you guys get inside, the entrance has collapsed.
We may have brought a couple of dunes worth of sand in the front door with us.
Yeah.
Yike.
That's awesome. That's amazing. So the sand settles, the darkness, covering the tendrils of darkness. You're lost in darkness at the entrance of this thing. It's a Mines of Moria situation. One of the guys looks at you and basically is like, well, now what?
We keep going, obviously. I'm not carrying my dead bodies, am I?
And he just kind of nods, and you can tell that I think they all know you by reputation, and Cassius, he finds you important, so they have to respect you, but they're definitely, I think, a little creeped out. So
I think maybe they've also seen what we're chasing. And so they realize we're chasing a couple of heralds, and they're like, okay, yeah, this is probably actually worth killing and bringing back.
Yeah.
Even if we don't necessarily think our leader makes a whole lot of sense when he talks, they're at least on board with the mission, right?
Yeah, if Cassius thinks these 2 heralds need to be brought in, there's something obviously very wrong. Cool. All right. So you guys press in afterwards, and so because that took a lot longer than you expected, Isra and Friend are deep inside when you get to the entrance. So Isra and Friend, again, the layout of the Crypt of 1,000 Years, we've said, is basically a square, and then on either in the middle of the square, right, on the left and the right side, there are doors leading into a central part of the like an inner sanctum, as you will, that has the most important and dangerous artifacts. There are some artifacts that exist on display outside, in the square corridor that goes around the place. But those are the more minor ones. What are you looking for exactly? Just something with information on souls and herald bodies, or an artifact. Do you want to make a roll right now to know of an artifact that would actually specifically help you to do that?
Yeah, Friend, do you want to make that roll with your hopefully greater than -1 lore?
He has a 0 in it,
Zero.
at least. Yeah.
Hey, that's good.
So what am I rolling?
I believe it's going to be Unearthed Forgotten Lore.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Would there be advantage for them being in a herald body?
Well, that might just make the information
that makes the
possible.
roll possible, I think.
Okay.
Also, thank you, Josh. I don't know why I should have said heck yes.
I just realized that I haven't been
What am I
engaged in some
doing?
of the rules like I should have. This place is hostile grounds, so everything is a disadvantage unless you have a reason that it wouldn't be.
I can't believe you.
Because of that's what this is. It's because of Discordia stuff. So I think Friend doesn't have the disadvantage, but everybody else does.
I
don't know.
That's going to make this real interesting.
I know, exactly.
can't believe you, Gil.
Making his character
mean,
like,
to be
that's
fair-
not gonna happen.
To be fair, why did I go to the place of discordant power?
Yeah.
You chose to do
why?
that.
Just why did I do that though?
Yeah, so Unearthed Forgotten Lore is like when you uncover a landmark or custom of the past. So this would be like for the place itself. I feel like to know a particular artifact, it would either be the family move, which is like uncover secrets, which we can't really roll right now, or it would be maybe just diffuse. I don't know. That doesn't seem like it would work. You know what I think it's gonna be? I think what this is, friend, this is friend accessing. Okay, so I think what happened when you entered the body, friend, is you accessed the memory of the heralds, right? As you would when you enter this body.
Mhm.
And then immediately almost went insane. Because the idea, like, because basically what would have happened is you would have hated yourself and wanted to
Yeah.
probably commit suicide.
Right.
If the herald who used to inhabit this body
Yeah.
actually understood, they would probably just stab themselves and kill themselves.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they do.
For sure.
So I think what you did is you, like, did some sort of mechanical brain thing and cut off access to most of your memories just so you could stay sane. And so I think what you're doing is you're trying to unleash power, right? You're trying to access those memories without going so insane that you'll want to kill yourself. Enough so that you could actually get some useful information that would help you find an artifact of power. That would help you. So you're going to roll plus lore for this.
This seems like a bad idea.
It is a bad idea, but it's kind of the only idea.
Why did we come here?
I gave you options and you chose this.
Has all of this not been a bad idea?
Yeah.
This isn't a mine. It's a tomb.
Yep.
So just a 2d6.
2d6, yep, flat.
Ooh.
Okay, it's not a failure.
Where do you find dead bodies but in a tomb?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So it's a 9, so 7 and 9 pick 2 of the options on Unleash Power. So if you want to take a look at those, Carly, it's in character moves. There are 4 of them to choose. You get to choose 2. These are good things.
Choose treachery.
And if
It's
you
more
don't,
fun.
and if you, the ones you don't choose are true, right?
I think I'm gonna do the first one and the last one. Does exactly what you wanted and avoid the device's side effects.
Right. So you can't do this again. You can't access these memories again
Yeah.
because if you did it again, you're gonna go insane. And you rouse other devices in your environment. So I think what happens, obviously, is you have summoned the heralds.
Yeah.
Right. So you guys are like going. We see you guys just kind of like exploring the corridors. Right. You're looking at all the artifacts. And this place has been trashed. Right. So a lot of the artifacts are just kind of scattered around haphazardly. There's like kind of just a dark, ominous shadow everywhere, almost like a mist. And you guys are looking around at stuff, and friend, you basically are like, okay, like, we need information. You guys are like talking about this probably, or like maybe Easter Ed's going on about like what they should do or what they shouldn't do. And Easter's like, well, I don't even really know, right? Like what we need here. And then, friend, you're probably like, inwardly, you're probably like, okay, I think I might. Like, I think in the glimpse I saw of the memories, I think the person that I was, like, might know something about this. So I'm going to have to do this dangerous thing. Do you warn Easter about what you're going to do?
Nah, don't warn me. I'm just kidding. You face.
I'm just trying to think of what scent this would be.
I mean, maybe it's the hospital smell. the smell of impending death,
Oh.
where you're like, hopefully things are good here because we've taken all necessary precautions, but also this is a place where people could die.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like another good equivalent for that that's not just like hospital.
More setting related.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking like just the scent that the air has before a storm starts.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
But just like toned up a bunch.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so you smell that, Easter Rat.
Uh-oh. That's all she says.
Okay, yeah. So, friend, you activate this, and I think what you learn is that I mean, yeah, let's talk about this. I'm trying to think. We've been talking a lot, right, in this season, this age, about the possibility of about the various ways that heralds can inhabit bodies again, right? So what is the way that Isserat could, like, what artifact could she harness that would allow her to what? Like, is this to bring heralds into the bodies, or the souls of the dead, or baby Tannerin that she could mold to her will? Like, what is this artifact capable of, and why would it be capable of it? And I know, and just if anyone had any ideas, I'm just kind of still thinking too.
I mean,
like, Easter, what do you want? I guess.
I don't know. I want power, Caleb. Except that's the thing. Last time I had the power inwardly, and that corrupted me. So I think what she's thinking now is, in order to get real good power, she needs to go with the herald side of things, and she needs to have external power, right? So something external from herself that she can pick up and put down. So I think she's looking for an item that will help her.
I love that thematically. That is such a good, just thematic note about about power, about good power and bad power, right? The good kind of authority is the one that you can pick up and set down when you don't, like, when it's not required or shouldn't be exercised, you can put it down, right? Like, that's the good kind of authority and power. Not the one that's internal, which means might is right. Like, everything I say, because I have this power, I can do anything. Okay, cool. Yeah. So an item you can use and not, like, have it internally change you, or, like, have it go inside of you and become you, and nothing like that. I don't know. Would there just be an artifact that people could use to just literally, like, put heralds back in their bodies, like, bring them from heaven? Like, why would that exist here?
Why not? Okay, Caleb, bring me to the map. Bring me to the goodness darn it map. Caleb, in the corner here, there's something that says a Cyclopean temple that invaded our reality. What the crap is that?
Yeah, that's fair.
A holy garden healing the crack in the world's soul.
My real question is, knowing what we know about the Crypt of the Thousand Years, right? It's a place where art is supposed to be preserved for all of eternity. This would have to be something probably related to the harmonia, right? To the music. That would...
It's a song.
Oh.
It's a song that brings people to life.
It's literally like the resurrection song.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
I don't like this idea.
Why not, Josh?
Because it would put me out of a job.
Okay. Yeah, so tell me, Connor, is this or anyone who wants to answer, is this a recording of the song? Is this the song sheets for the song? What is this?
Okay, I really don't want to have an embarrassing thematic moment where Easter egg has to learn an instrument, so I'm gonna go with a recording.
Well, I mean, it could be like just like a songbook that like teaches you the song.
Can I sing it?
Yeah.
Because that would be a heckin' cool moment, and that would be a heckin' cool thematic moment where Easter egg just starts singing.
Easter at voice lessons arc. I'm here for it.
Well, but I don't think she needs voice lessons. She might just have a nice voice.
The recollection was already very musically inclined, so
that's a good point. Yeah, there you go. There's
honestly, the orphanage probably taught them songs to memorize almost anything about their society, right? Like,
hold on, though. Now I really want this scene that Josh is talking about, like the montage or whatever, because we just see Easter egg going me.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, if Easter egg liked music, it would be punk rock. So
very true. Maybe
a little screamo.
Yeah.
The Resurrection song is a screamo punk rock song.
And that's why the heralds never bother with it, because they're like, this is not heavenly music.
Their legalism got the better of them.
Yep. But okay, yeah. So it's like a little songbook. I mean, yeah, it's probably like the hymn book of holy songs that like you use the harmonia to do magic stuff, right? It's the Cantus. You got a Cantus Christi.
Yeah.
2020.
Sweet plug.
I just found a resurrection hymnal book. I can resurrect all my fallen angel friends now. Aren't you proud of me? She was more proud of me the first time. Mickey, I'm going to raise people from the dead.
But I feel like that is a bad thing.
Why?
Mickey sees my perspective.
Good people.
Okay.
It would put
She
me
thought
out
I
of
was
a
a
job,
bad person.
You thought he thought I was undead?
No, I think she thought I was going to raise bad people back to life. Because I'm
like
I don't know. Okay, my character is good now. My soul escaped the evil
Legion of Demons.
Legion of Demons.
I just opened like
No pink?
so many. There was one pink.
Only one?
And all of those.
See lots of yellow.
I open all of them and then just leave them in the bowl and just take the pink starters.
It's true. Anyway. I love these little snippets of RPG now with Mickey.
Yeah, I know.
Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, so songbook. That works. I'm down. So that is what you learn. So why does this herald know about it? You'd think they would have gone here and tried to get it.
Oh, did you add one data to me?
Oh right, I forgot you chose those options. I'll add one data. Yeah,
isn't that the device I found? That's
no.
it.
Oh, you just what? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's say that, because obviously it doesn't make sense in that immediate battle to scavenge a device. But yeah, let's just say you don't have to make any other roll to find it. You found it.
Okay, yeah.
You could just scavenge a device. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense. But yeah, I'll add a data. To you.
Where are your headphones?
And unfortunately, friend summons the heralds. So I'm curious, Carly, what if Seraphiel is the one who answers the call?
Then I have to play two characters? Come on, Caleb.
I mean, it's just gonna be a fight. Like, it's not gonna be too much.
Yeah.
But so this would also mean that it's possible that Seraphiel dies in this combat.
Yeah.
Up to you. Just thought I'd put that out there if you wanted that.
I feel like that dusty old herald from way back when should be one of the ones to appear in the
Which one?
Vault of hidden stuff. The old librarian herald that I made.
Oh, right,
yeah.
because all of them are
All of them
basically
are warriors now. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that'd be
Sure,
great.
yeah.
It should be her and Seraphiel.
And Seraphiel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just to quick thing to pause it. what if we say that Seraphil is an outsider now, right?
Oh right, I forgot about that.
No. But I think that makes sense because what if the Librarian Herald ends up being an outsider? Just because of the way she was before and now what she's being forced to be. She's kind of on the outskirts of the Herald Society right now. And so you guys kind of connected.
That makes sense.
Cool. I'm
That's
down.
I could see the
assumption.
two of them being friends.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially if the Librarian Herald kind of got over herself a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely interested in this particular call because of where it's at too.
Yeah.
Figure, if anything, the Librarian Herald would know what this location is.
Right.
Do we remember what her name was at all?
It should be in the Age 1 quick characters, so let me find it. Oh, it's Muriel.
Right.
Muriel.
Yeah. Murial. Cool. So yeah, you two show up, and Iseret and friend are forced into combat. But since Connor is AFK, let's go ahead and just take a quick break, and then we'll come back and deal with that, and then deal with Mortuo and his gang also showing up, and this turning into a giant battle royale. We'll be right back with more Hellbreaker Sequence right after this. Stick around.